Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel where I give you dumb pop culture edits. Netflix is coming in hot with some original movies. We got stylish international ones, sequels. Oh, and Leatherface is coming
for a bloody good time, so let's get started.
Listed by release date, here February 2022's top 10 new original streaming movies you should keep an eye out for. Netflix is starting February off hot with Loop Lapeta, which is an Indian flick coming February 4th. It's a remake because Loop Lapeta, I'm probably not even saying this correctly. Loop Lapeta is an Indian remake of the hit science fiction action thriller Run Lola Run. It stars Taapsee Pannu as Savi, the girlfriend of two-bit criminal Satya, played by Tahir Ranbasan. And I'm so sorry for probably butchering these names. After Satya forgets and fails to deliver money to his boss, he asks Savi to help get the money or he will get killed. Savi then has a short amount of time to traverse the city to get the money and save her boyfriend. But her adventure creates a series of events that become much bigger and much more intense than before. And y'all, this movie is stylish. It's giving me Guy Ritchie vibes. And like I said, it's a remake of a hit German flick from 1998, Run Lola Run. It's a science fiction classic. If this is your first time hearing about Run Lola Run or you haven't seen it yet, find a way to watch it. You will not be disappointed. It's a classic because it's really smart science fiction that disguises itself as this high-octane thriller. It's a movie that focuses on the idea of the butterfly effect, where a small action can have major unforeseen consequences. So I'm personally hoping that Loop Lapeta is stepping right into these themes. The original really focuses on the theme of free will versus determinism, so I'm really hoping that this movie touches on that. Plus, Run Lola Run has inspired everything from Zelda Majora's Mask to The Simpsons to Bon Jovi. So check out Loop Lapeta on Netflix February 4th. So another international movie is coming to Netflix on February 4th, and that's Through My Window. This is a young adult Spanish romance drama that is a direct adaptation of the very popular Wattpad book of the same name, and it stars sexy Julio Peña as Aries and Clara Galle as Raquel. Raquel has admired Julio from afar as a neighbor, having a big crush on him, but she has never spoken to him. In fact, she literally stalks him. Hey Aries. But then a chance encounter with him reveals that he too has feelings for her, and their romance just takes right off. However, Raquel is more into Aries, and she wants to commit to him, but he won't commit to her because of his obligations with his family and his friends. And Aries definitely has this bad boy persona on lock. So the story revolves around if Raquel can commit to being someone she's not, into losing herself over this mysterious bad boy next door. The premise screams about 1 billion tropes to me, so I'm hoping that they do something interesting with the film. The movie looks so sexy though, I mean, like, damn. And this Wattpad book that this movie is adapted from has been read over 3.5 million times on that platform, which is insane. So definitely check this movie out if you like teen romance movies. It has a little spice to it. It's out February 4th on Netflix. And Netflix has another international movie coming out on February 9th called The Privilege. It's a German horror flick about a wealthy teen who goes to an elite private school. With his friends, they start looking into a series of supernatural events that are happening around the school. Hello, it's me, Danny Spirit. Hi. I'm in the school, help me. There isn't much to go off of from this movie, but man, there is just, wow, they have like every horror thing in here. Like, this movie pops off. They have blood, overcast skies, gloomy film grating, body on the floor, The Last of Us, and it looks like all these events are kind of going back to these magic pills that they're taking. It's always the pills, isn't it? It's always the magic pills. But I'm such a sucker for gloomy private schools as a setting. It's giving me Suspiria vibes. If you want or like creepy mystery flicks, this definitely should be on your radar. It also kind of looks like a cross between Dark and Stranger Things, just without the humor. So check it out on February 9th. So we are heading over to HBO Max on February 10th to check out the new movie Kimi. This is a thriller from critically acclaimed director Steven Soderbergh. It stars the iconic Zoe Kravitz as Angela, a Seattle tech worker that is agoraphobe, afraid of leaving her home. One day, she believes she uncovers evidence of a violent crime while reviewing a data stream for work. When she tries to go and report it, she is met with a sketchy boss and resistance. She then has to find her own way to go around the authorities and solve this mystery. And all of this is against the pandemic, where the Seattle City Council has voted to stop the movements of the homeless population. So basically, the city's on lockdown, there's a bunch of protesters, and it's also empty because of the pandemic. No wonder an agoraphobe would be quite frightened. But you know there's gonna be some intense thriller I can see the plot points forming now. Wah. However, this is the same director that did 2011's Contagion, and that movie has literally lived rent-free in my head the entire pandemic. It stressed me out so much. And this is also the director that has done Oceans 11, 12, and 13, Magic Mike, Logan Lucky, and Traffic and Aaron Brockovich, where he was able to snag 2 Best Director nominations at the Oscars, and he won for Traffic that year. Like, what? Like, to say he's not a go at filmmaking is an understatement. So you know this movie's gonna be intense, so check it out on February 10th. Kind of rhymes. Okay, so the sequel to 2019's Tall Girl is finally here with Tall Girl 2. She is coming back to Netflix on February 11th. If you haven't seen the first movie, you need to see it to see this one, obviously. It stars Ava Mitchell as a main character, Jody, a high school student, and it takes place directly after the first one, with Jody now becoming more popular. She's got that it factor. I wish I had that in high school. But in this movie, she starts to cause all this major drama with her family and her friends, with all this miscommunication going on. This movie also has Steve Zahn and Sabrina Carpenter reprising their roles from the first one, among others. This is a teen romantic comedy that touches on heightism, form of bullying for young girls, and that is something you don't see in the media often. So go watch the first one if it interests you. The second one is out on February 11th, and you will be hearing about it when it comes around, because the first one definitely made headlines. Okay, so Amazon Studios is releasing a movie this month, and it's I Want You Back, and it's a comedy movie premiering on February 11th. This is a romantic comedy starring Jenny Slate as Emma and Charlie Day as Peter. Being in their 30s, they thought they were at the perfect moment in their lives with their respective partners, marriage, a nice house, kids, but then their exes suddenly break up with them. And then they quickly find someone else, like, damn, all right. So Peter and Emma then create a plan to get them back, but you know these plans never work, so we know where this movie might go. But it's fun. It feels like your typical lighthearted revenge story that goes south, but it has amazing comedians in Jenny Slate and Charlie Day. Also, it features Gina Rodriguez, who's an icon, and Scott Eastwood, who's a hot piece of cardboard. So check that one out. It's coming out on February 11th. So the next movie, we are traveling to Bangkok in Fistful of Vengeance. This is the follow-up to the Netflix series Wu Assassins that debuted in 2019, and it's a supernatural action thriller debuting on Netflix on February 17th. The movie takes place in Bangkok, where Kai and the gang travel to and avenge the death of one of their own Wu assassins. But they end up confronting a new enemy that holds a powerful supernatural power. We love that. Obviously, you need to watch Wu Assassins to appreciate this film, but man, Fistful of Vengeance is going to be an action-packed fighting movie. It's going to be insane and very entertaining, and Aiko as a main character is going to bring a great mix of acting and also fighting. Literally, if you are a fan of any fighting movie, this is up your alley. And also, I would just recommend it if you like action, because you know these choreo scenes are going to be insane. Plus, you get the coolness of Bangkok as an added backdrop. There may not be another fighting movie of this caliber this year, so check it out. We are going back to Texas with this one. It's our favorite Texas farmhouse that serves skin and blood. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is coming to Netflix on February 18th, and it's a direct sequel to the 1974 original movie. But the story follows a tech moneymaker and her sister who go to Texas to get away from San Francisco. Wow, do I not know 1,000 people doing that? And her sister is played by 8th grade star Elsie Fisher. This movie also includes a character from the original movie, so that's pretty cool. It's giving me very Last Girl Alive, returning back for a revenge story. Hello, Halloween. Not much else is known about the film so far. Oh, but it was reported that most of the advanced screenings were negative. So we'll see if it's good. I'm in the mood for a really good horror flick right now. I'm in the mood for a really good slasher flick right now. Like, I need it. And I still haven't watched Yellow Jackets yet. Don't kill me. So basically, Leatherface has got me. He's got my skin. I'm dead. I don't need a watch. He doesn't need my viewership. Oh, and if you're still watching this torturous video by me, why don't you go and cut up and slash those like and subscribe buttons? Because you love me. I hope. So let me know what you think of Leatherface's return in the comments. Wow, the Tyler Perry universe is coming back, y'all. Our second to last movie getting released this month is Tyler Perry's Medea's Homecoming, coming to Netflix on February 25th. I just love that Tyler Perry is still doing drag. He's still doing this character. She will forever be a part of my life because there's so many movies. I'm gonna be on my deathbed and Medea's still gonna be up to some crazy antics. It's gonna be like Medea Goes to the Moon or something. So this movie's focused on her great-grandson's graduation. It's the second film of Tyler Perry's deal with Netflix, and it's also the second Madea movie to be adapted from a stage play. What's interesting is that Tyler Perry wanted to retire Madea, but also needed a back pilot for his Showtime prequel series, Mabel. I told y'all Madea is not going anywhere. Tyler Perry literally has a Netflix deal and a Showtime deal. That's wild to me. But I hope Tyler does a little subversion with Madea or just brings something fresh to his movies since he plans on retiring the character, or he wants to retire the character soon. I have hope that this movie will have a lot of good moments in it. It will be a great start to kick off his new era of the Madea cinematic universe. So Madea is coming out on February 25th on Netflix. Okay, so the last big streaming movie that's coming to February this month is No Exit, coming to Hulu on February 25th. And No Exit is a thriller movie based off of a 2017 novel of the same name. And in it, it stars Havana Rose Liu as Darby Thorne, who is a college student, and she's on her way home. She's in a blizzard and she's trying to get to her parents. However, she gets stuck at this mountain ski resort because of this blizzard. And at this ski resort, she meets these 5 strangers. They all look fine, a little sus, but when she goes outside, she discovers a child in the van of one of the people inside. But then a bunch of crazy stuff happens as the strangers deal with this blizzard, this child in the van, the kidnapper, a bunch of other. This thriller book was a huge hit, so it's really exciting to see this being adapted for the big screen, even though we all know how book adaptations go. They're never good, rarely, but it should be a nice ice cold thriller for you to end the month on. So those are my top 10 new original streaming movies to watch this month. Keep an eye on reviews, see what friends and family are saying, and let me know in the comments what you want to watch and which movies look really dumb. Or if you're coming to this video at a later date, which ones did you enjoy? Which ones have you watched? And which ones have you hated? And I'll see y'all soon.
Bye, y'all, bye.